Okay, play knight f3, keep it simple. We have some other stuff to cover, you guys. We're going to be covering there's a Vladimir Kramnik interview where apparently he talks about a lot of interesting things, so we're going to be covering that a little bit later on as well, after we get our rating back to something adequate, let's put it that way, because right now my rating is not very adequate. It's 3169. Let's go e4. Yeah, I was hoping for Hansen, yeah, but Eric didn't accept my challenge. Now again, this is just steady blitz, so this is where I need to like slow it down. Let's go e5. Knight e4 maybe I just play like a Bond Cloud with king e2. I mean, I can obviously just castle, I guess. Yeah, let's just castle and play knight e4. Keep it rolling. Will we watch Master Chief today? We might watch Master Chef later, but right now I want to get my rating back to 3200, because anything less than 3200 really just doesn't feel appropriate for a player of my caliber. It's like, what am I even doing with my life? I'm not 3200. Now can I gobble and go for the bat? Oh, he's got a fork at the end. If I take, he forks me with knight e2. So this guy is tricky. I do have knight d6 though. Now let's go check. And let's go here, create the wooden shield, target everything. And I'm also threatening to win material in the center of the board. So let's keep going. So the knight's under pressure, the bishop's weak here. Not actually clear what's going on exactly, but it's a game. It's a game of chase. Let's see what his next move is going to be. 3150 is a noob. I mean, it's not a noob, but it's not where I want to be. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. It's not where I want to be. Let's take. I guess I take, and I take the juicer on b7, and we'll see what happens after that. The castle's interesting. Okay, interesting choice. This does hang bishop e5 maybe. Bishop e5, bishop e4, bishop d6. Yes. Let's trade and go here. Look at these. Look at the double wooden shield in the middle of the board. Very, very powerful. Take bishop g3, I mean, or f3. This should just be winning for me unless I'm insane. So keep going, you guys. Keep going with the blitzes. Check king h1. I can just go rook e1 here and just take, and yeah, this is just winning. Let's take. Okay, now this is just a matter of how best to play. I'm gonna go c3 here and rook c1 guard the pawn, and now we slowly bring the king closer. Let's go f3 here. I think king f2 is fine. Not really worried. I'm gonna go here and rook d2, claim the lane. I just want to claim the d file. Maybe there's maybe e5. I still have rook d2, bishop d3, rook d1. So I'm gonna take the file and I should be winning. I do have c4 too, just to open it up. Bruh, what's a Kick? That's a new platform, much better than Twitch. Yes, Kick is a new platform, you guys. Obviously, much better sub split. You get 95-5 instead of 50-50 split like on Twitch. So because you get 95-5 and you also have no ads, what more can a person ask for in life? I think a4 wins. I think this. Maybe I check first. Actually, maybe I just check and then rook d8. Goes back. Maybe I can just Zugzwang him with like g4. Yeah, I think I just go g4 and I'm just gonna Zugzwang him. He actually has like no moves here basically. He goes f5, but now I go rook e3 and I don't mind the trade because everything's too weak. Ba-da-da-dum. He'll probably resign here, I'm guessing. Okay, let's check, create the ladder mate. He's gonna resign. I just take, create the other ladder. Let's play a French. Let's play d5 here. Let's play this bishop d7, queen b6 line. Now I can take with the pawn or the bishop. Both are playable. I'm gonna take with the pawn just because it's more double-edged and more imbalanced here. Play the ding French. Yeah, I actually, the thought had crossed my mind. I'm gonna go here to hit the pawn, I guess, and then maybe I just go like here, activate the bishop, targets on the diagonals, like bishop e7 here. Could have played bishop e7 first, but doesn't matter. Now d4 is a move that I'm kind of looking to play at some point, just a question of when. Do I do it right here? I can also just castle, but then he has this h4, which is kind of pesky. I really want to play d4, but how do I make it work? Don't know how to make it work, so I'm gonna go here. Just want to put pressure on the knight. Made an account just to watch Hikaru. Awesome world piece. That's great. Okay, I'm going all in with d4 here. What's his idea? Bishop a6 or something? Or goes knight d2. Now I can trade. Maybe I even have bishop h4 with knight f4. Oh, this is such a sexy idea that I can't avoid this sexy idea. This is too sexy. This is too sexy for my... What is this saying? Too sexy for my something, too sexy. I don't remember the song. Anyway, let's take. If he takes, he opens up the H file. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Is that a song? Yeah. Yeah. Is it a song? Is it this song? Go here because I have bishop g2. Oh, he's got bishop e4, which I just missed. Oh, great. No, I'm just losing, actually. Maybe. I thought I had bishop g2, but he has bishop e4, which I completely overlooked. Let's think. I guess I go here and pretend. Oh, it's check on e4 too. Oh, great. It's even check. I even forgot it was check. Just take. Go check and queen g5. I'm obviously lost here, but whatever. I also had rook d8 maybe and rook d2 first, but who cares? I'm still gonna try though. Go here. Okay, but now I get rook h. Wait, now it's getting a little bit unclear. Wait, I'm still losing, but how do I get my pawns activated? So I go here to hit the pawn. I'm obviously losing here, but the point is that basically now I can go g5 and like f6 even like. Okay, wait. So I've got to activate my rook. Not worried about that. I'm just gonna bring my king up here because this pawn is very scary actually. I mean, I have 4 pawns that I can march. If the pawns are quick, I can still win the game. I can even maybe sack honestly at some point. Let's go here in e4 of course. I mean, now the pawns are really scary here. Okay. He's got this, which I missed. Go here and rook d2. So I have king g6. I'm gonna pre-move this. Oh no. Fudge. If I had moved quicker, I would have won that. I let him off the hook. I let him off the hook with that stupid game. I should have won that game at the end. So unlucky, yeah. I'm just gonna crush this guy now. Just need to beat him 5 in a row. Kind of angry about that game because I should not have lost that at the end. Go C4. Just throwing away rating points for no reason. Just need to move fast and blow him away. Let's go here. Or I can just play badly and maybe lose even. It plays Queen F8, which is not a great move. It's not a bad move necessarily, but it's not the best move, that's for sure. Or is it? Wait, I thought I could just take. Not playing this very well. 32 never happening. I mean, I was there. I was 3110 yesterday and I got back to 3200, so it's not that hard. But against a player like this where I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm playing all that great even, it's not going to be easy. Let's put it that way. Let's go here. I thought I'd or wait, I thought I'd rook d1, but I don't. No, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Actually, literally, what am I doing? Just go here. Yeah. Okay, now I should be okay, though. I should not be losing anymore. Okay, what does rook f8 do? If I move the knight, if I go rook c1, I can obviously just take, but rook c1 looks correct. What he does, he takes. I think I just blundered the game away. I should take him with a pawn. He missed it. Bishop b5 was winning on this box. After takes, there was a forced win. Okay, I'm a little bit lucky. He missed a forced win. Bishop b5 was just a beautiful win, and he missed it completely. So now I go here, trade the queens, and we just play. Oh, but he's got knight d. No, then I have rook d4, I guess, so I can keep the winning chances alive. But yeah, bishop b5 I think was winning there. Maybe the computer says it wasn't. Oh, bishop b5, maybe I have rook c1. Bishop b5 I have rook c1. It's not so easy. So there was a trick there. Okay, so he goes knight d6. So now of course I trade and I go rook d4. I mean, knight b5, rook d3. He doubled his pawns for literally no particular apparent reason. Knight f5. I can play rook f4 here, which looks just fine. I'll play rook f4 and just take. I don't like that move at all, because now he's gonna have to play the knights versus the he's gonna have to play the knights versus the knights versus bishop knight with the double pawns. It's not the dream, let's put it that way. I can check and go here. I think I'll go here and here. Goes there. I go here, of course. Go here. Okay, now the way that I need to play this is somehow I need to. Okay, I put the pawns on the opposite color, obviously. This is an obvious starting point. I think I go here, knight c3. I allowed knight d5. Very poor. That is that should be questionable. Maybe I can't punish him for it. Let's go here. 93 takes king f5 c4 g4 takes h3 b5 takes a4 g4 a5 h3 a6. Don't know if it's working or not, and I don't really have the time to figure it out. 93 maybe is winning. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. Let's go here, and I'm gonna go knight c2. That's my idea, at least. Actually no, I'm gonna go here. Maybe h3 g4. Go here. Now I think I have a4 though. Yeah, now I have a4, and he just made a. That's definitely a mistake, because now I'm winning. Let's see. Takes a5 takes a6 here, a7. Yeah, it's just winning. Yeah, it's just winning. Yeah, there we go. Okay, one up. Yeah, I don't know if what I did was right, but it worked out. Let's play a Hikaru con. No more Frenches. Stay with the queen. Let's go here. Bishop g4. E6, very standard. Just bishop h5, of course. Is Chessbra still waiting to play Hikaru? I challenged Eric, and Eric did not accept. I challenged Eric, and he didn't accept my challenge. So I don't know if that's a question. I challenged him. He didn't accept. I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but here goes knight d1. Just drop back. So if he takes, I go rook b8 and rook c8. Queen gets trapped. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. So, all right, he plays h3. I'm gonna go bishop h5, bishop g6. Yeah, I'm gonna let him play g5 and go for this, but I mean, this looks, I don't know, to me this looks insane what he's doing. I go here and pawn is hanging. I have rook b8 to trap the queen. I mean, this looks completely insane. I think he's losing his mind here. I mean, maybe he can take the pawn, but still, rook b8. I mean, this looks very iffy. It goes h4, which now I even have queen f5. But let's try to play a game of trap the queen. So let's try to trap the queen. Rook b8, queen c6, rook c8, rook c7 traps the queen. Is that the way that I want to trap it? It's one way to try and trap it. Knight d6 is also a move, but then there's queen b3. I mean, there's so many ways for me to play this to be better that I'm just gonna go queen f5. I don't even want to think here. Yeah, I don't want to trap the queen. It's like queen h3, bishop d6. I mean, he's completely opened up his king side here. Eric's not playing. Okay, fair enough. Knight e1 again. Like, I mean, this he's begging for bad stuff to happen, but he wants knight g2, which actually there's some merit to it. So the way that I need to blast this here is maybe even just h6, queen h3, knight g2, bishop d6. I don't know. I mean, I just don't believe this. I really don't believe this. I go here, there's mate in one. I go here, there's this trick. I mean, I have bishop e4 even. There's even queen h1. There's even rook b8, which I think is what I'm going to play. Yeah, I'm going to go here and just hit the pawn. Wait, if I play rook b... Wait, did I just blunder rook b2? Queen d6. So, okay, let's go here, I guess. Because now I can take... I also have a wooden shield as well with bishop e4. And the bishop is weak. This should just be GG. Oh, why am I playing right side Fred? You're right. I should change it. Yeah. Yeah, let's change it back. Okay, let's just take and go rook b2. Again, very hard to believe that white can stop the mate in one here with the kebab as well. He'll probably resign if I had to guess. This should be just lost. Yeah, we're gonna get a win. Another big dub here. Let's go rook b2, queen h1, checkmate, GG's. GG, as we say. So I will have gotten 10 points and I lost 13 I think for the one loss, so I need to win 2 more to gain rating points. Chessbra streaming Hikaru playing, they have more viewers. They're on Chess TV right now, I'm pretty sure. So when you see their numbers go from 900, 1,000 to 4,000 or 5,000, there's this little site called chess.com/TV if you weren't aware. Let's play knight bd2. Let's go bishop d3, castles, and a3. Actually, speaking of them though, I will say, why were they streaming Arena Kings on Twitch and not on Kick? I mean, are they insane? Because if they're streaming Arena Kings on Kick, they're gonna get far more. They're gonna make more money. Eric basically just threw away like $150 if he's actually streaming this on Twitch. Legitimately, actually, because Eric finished second, so he just threw away like $150. I'm not trolling. He actually literally just threw away $150, unless I'm crazy. Yeah, I can play a4, not sacrificing all their viewers. You guys, you talk about viewers, you don't understand how monetization of viewers works if you want to start telling me about that. So let's take and play knight d4. Yeah, let's take. Yeah, you guys, I mean, I really don't want to hear people talk about numbers as though it's like a golden rule, it changes things. Literally, it's you guys don't understand how monetization works. So that's all I need to say on the topic. So I can play knight takes c6 and queen g4 here. It's not really what I want to play. How do I play this though? This is actually interesting. I can go c4. I guess I'll trade and play like. Don't like what I've done to this position. It's actually quite difficult to play. I think I'm gonna go queen d2. I really don't like this move, but I think it maybe is the only move. Yeah. Can play c4. Knight f4 is his idea. It's a very sharp idea, and it could be a big problem here. So I can play a4 maybe. This is really scary. What am I doing? I'll go here and play f3. This is very scary. And I'm way down on clock. I just realized. Why am I down so much time? Talking too much. I go f3, of course. I'm gonna play a4 and trade next couple moves. Maybe even just queen f2 and force queens off. But I want to win this game, so I'm gonna move quickly. Let's go a4. Goes h4. I assume I play h3. I think takes he is h3, so I don't want to allow that. See what he does here. Take. I'm gonna go bishop a3. He's starting to misplay this. Like, my bishop is getting very active. I'm getting this wooden shield here in the center of the board, or not, because I'm stupid. Wait, that was really stupid of me. Let's go here, attack the rook. I didn't even see queen takes e5, by the way, so that was really bad. But I have rook e1 next move. I also have queen a5, which is a big threat suddenly. Yeah, suddenly I'm attacking him and not the other way around. So let's see what he does here. I have rook e1, attack the queen, like bishop f6 and rook e5 suddenly. Even queen b4 looks quite scary to play against. Okay, I think I go here, attack the rook. Yeah, it goes there, which I guess I'll take. I'm willing to sack an exchange here because I assume his pawns are weak in the end game. I could be right, I could be wrong. I'll just go here and trade. Let's take and take. Again, the pawns that I have are placed so well here that I'm not super worried. I can even go like rook e1 here. That's a bad f5. It's not a bad move, I guess, but it's not the move I would have played, because now there's like rook e5 and bishop f1. Let's go here, I guess, and then bishop f1. Guard the pawn, logically. Bishop f2. Actually, I'll go back now and play like bishop d3. I can always go bishop f2 to target the pawn. I want to go like bishop e7 somewhere in here. He's trying to get tricky with some bishop b3 nonsense. Let's go here. I'm gonna try to bring my king back around. Okay, take, and now, okay. Okay, and now there we go. GG's. Next game. Let's keep going. Yeah, we keep rolling. Keep rolling. Okay, 4-1. Let's win one. Let's win 2 more to get back to our break-even point. Let's take. Let's go knight f6. Play e6. Standard stuff here. I'm going to play bishop b4. Take with the knight. This is turning into a Nimzo Indian here. Just drop back and castle. a3. I'm gonna go knight f6 here, trying to remember the right line. First time I looked at this variation was all the way back in 1998 when I played in the World Youth Chess Festival. So it's been a long time since I've looked at these knight f6 b6 lines, but it's I think it's supposed to be okay if I remember these lines. Okay, now there's bishop a6, so bishop c2 is not quite right. Let's go rook c8. I was 4 years old. Yeah, that was a long time ago, ages ago. Goes rook c1. I think knight a5 is always an option here, so I'm going to play it. And then knight c4, knight e5 with queen d4, I think is correct. Knight c4, I believe that's correct. Just to trade the knights. I mean, you can trade and go queen d3, but I always have g6, obviously. If I remember this line correctly, that is. Yeah, this is correct. Was there even a time before 2000? Yeah, 2000 was those were the glory days, right before 9/11. The 90s into the 2000s were the best time ever. He goes queen f3 here, so he wants to take. I can play queen d4. I don't even know if this is good, but you know, there's a saying which is don't be afraid. And if there's a boogeyman that I'm missing, so be it. If the boogeyman exists, so be it. But I don't see the boogeyman here. And so I don't see the boogeyman. I don't see the win for white, so I'm just going to go for it. Oh, he's got knight c6, so there's the boogeyman that I should have seen. Although, takes a knight g4 with queen f2 and queen f4 is maybe actually very strong. Wait a second. If I take a queen d2, wait a second. I can take and play bishop c5 even, but wait a second. Knight g4, bishop e7, knight f2. I'm gonna go for it. I don't see it. Let's go here. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if this works, but it's a move. No, I have knight f2, which is my idea. So yeah, I mean, if there's a way for him to play this, so be it. Because basically I want to smother checkmate him with knight h3, queen g1, knight back to f2. Although, actually, maybe this wasn't right. Trying to figure out how I play this. Trying to think about what my moves are going to be. Goes rook e2. That's not the move I was expecting, because I thought I could just check and take the rook. What is the material count here? I can't even do math. If I take, I'm down what? I'm down a piece or something here after takes. I'm just down a piece, aren't I? I have to go here. Yeah, I misplayed this. But I have 95 or something, or 93 even. In there, okay. I take and I just play like H5 and H4. I mean, let's go here. I don't really want to trade, but I think I'm still fine. Let's go king f7. This should be winning. I mean, I just have too many pawns here. Push. I think the wide peepos win the day. I've got the wide peepos. Yeah, he can't stop the wide peepos. There are too many pawns here. Just too many pawns. There we go. GG. Too many pawns. Just too many. Too much. It's just too much. Let's go again. Let's play knight f3. Again, he's gonna play the same line. Let's go b3, e3, bishop b2. Thanks so much to Parker Wall for subscribing. Thanks so much to Parker Wall for subscribing. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for the sub. All right, let's go c4 or take, I guess. Let's take. Just gonna play c4, rook d1. Very standard stuff, of course. Takes a knight c4 and e4. Let's just play e4. Too much P. Yeah, pushing the P. 3040, that's a nice rating. What is 3040? I don't know. I don't know what 3040 means. Yeah. Can take either way with the knight here. Very, very good position for me. I don't know if it's like winning or anything, but it looks very good. Now he plays that one, which does give me e5 here. And I guess f4 to consolidate with knight f3. Looks very good. Goes f5. Feels like a mistake, but how do I punish it? I guess I go knight f3. Let's go here, target the pawn, drop the bishop back. I mean, who's there? I can play bishop e3 maybe. Ah, I missed bishop c5. Sure. But I can take and go b4. He has rook b5, I guess. Oh, I can't take the rook even. Oh, I just forgot that I couldn't take the rook. I thought I could take the rook. That was really stupid of me. Let's take and take. 96. Okay, let's see. So okay, rook c1 looks like the correct move here because I have rook d7. I have knight d4 later. There's rook b2. Let's go here. Isn't this losing? Wait, can't I just take and go check and knight g5 and rook c7? Yeah, he just blundered. Classic fork time USA, and this is GG. We're gonna get another win. All right, let's go check. Go check. Check. Collect the juicer. GG's. Another win. Let's take the rook. b5. Let's go here and take the pawn. He's trying desperately to keep the game going. There should be a forced mate, so I'm gonna play h3 here. Idea to go knight f8 and rook h7 mate. Is knight f8 not mate? Oh, he has rook g7. Interesting. Although actually, I mean that is just winning. Yeah, I just go here knight c5, and I mean I stopped the two juicers. He can't push either one, and that's game. We got the win. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a short break. We're gonna go use. I'm gonna use the restroom. We'll be back. We're gonna cover some other chess content, including an interview with Vladimir Kramnik, and then we will watch MasterChef. So I'll be back in 1 second, guys. So let's see. So our content, we have a Vladimir Kramnik interview that we need to cover. So let me pull this up. 1 second. Okay, so we have an interview to cover. So let me pause this. Let me pull this up, and here we go. We have an interview with Vladimir Kramnik that apparently is supposed to be very interesting. So let's watch this. What is this interview? Let me turn the volume up. There we go.
It depends. I mean, I like chess very much, and I enjoy playing from time to time, fast time controls. Also not like
let's start over. Let's start over. Okay. Here we go. Very professional, by the way. Look at Kramnik. Very professional.
I like chess very much, and I enjoy playing from time to time, fast time controls. Also not like too much, but from time to time. But no, I definitely don't miss.
Actually, let me put the closed captions on. In closed captions should be in. How do I put that? I don't want it in Russian. I want it in English. Oh, I don't have subtitles in English? Oh, there are no subtitles in English? What?
Classical.
Whatever. Let's start over one last time. Keep it simple. Okay.
It depends. I mean, I like chess.
Yeah, let me turn it off. Okay, let me turn it off because I'm not putting Russian. One last time. Sound should be good, I think. If it's not, tell me.
I mean, I like chess very much, and I enjoy playing from time to time, fast time controls. Also not like too much, but from time to time. But no, I definitely don't miss classical chess, even though I like it most. But I understand that it's, you know, because it's not only playing, which is also difficult to play for 7 hours, up to 7 hours.
Of course, very true.
But also preparing and this routine of tournaments when basically during the couple of weeks you actually only thing you do, you eat, you sleep, and you do chess. And
true,
that's
very true.
And no, that I do not miss. I had enough of it. I mean, it was a great time. But well, one day comes when you are not anymore motivated, you are not enjoying it. Okay, of course it's not only joy, but you have to also enjoy it in some way. And I started to feel at some point that I'm not anymore enjoying this. But still, I like to play a bit. I mean, I'm 47 already. It's of course I get tired much quicker than my young opponent. So long games is more difficult for me. But short games, rapid blitz, this I still enjoy definitely.
Yeah, so this is very important, you guys. So this has to be noted that what Kramnik is saying, and I said this before on my past streams, like you'll never see a world champion or like someone who's the greatest player in the world where they retire. Nobody's gonna flat out retire anymore due to the resurgence of like rapid and blitz chess, because it doesn't matter how well prepared you are. Even if you do very little preparation, you can still play blitz and rapid and have a lot of fun. Whereas during the time of Kasparov and even Kramnik, rapid chess and blitz chess was not as popular as it is now, which is why both of them did retire, or made public announcements, I should say, that they were retiring.
Yes, it is special, actually true, because I've played a lot in Germany and I have friends here. I spent quite some time here. I like the country, I like people, and especially Berlin. Yeah, is a very special place for me for a number of reasons. I've played, for example, for Berlin Chess Club in Bundesliga for 4 seasons. So yeah, it's a special feeling, and of course, some memories come back. Yeah, from even I think the first my actually very successful event which started my career was Dortmund Open tournament in 1992, which I won, and I got invited to a Russian national team and so on and so on, and then it went up and up since then. So Yes, definitely. I remember still spending quite some time in Berlin. There is still a cafeteria here where we used to play a bit of chess, and even still photos of young myself and Alexei Shirov, because we used to play for this team. Actually, I wanted to maybe to visit it tomorrow, just to see how it's doing. I haven't been there for 30 years, I think, or something like that. So yeah, it's very special. Yeah, but I can tell that yeah, I like playing in Germany. That's sincerely. I mean, it's not just trying to give a compliment to the organizers or to the German people, but I really like it. I mean, that's my favorite place to play chess. I was just told yesterday that it still exists, this place, and there are even photos and so on, and that it's not actually too far. So yeah, I'm going to do it whether tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, yeah, for sure. Because I remember very well how was it in 92, 94. I remember it very well. I was actually there pretty often, and
very different world in 1992, 94. Yeah, I need to pick up the speed or go to a more pertinent section. This is a little bit too slow. Let me put the playback speed at like 1.5x maybe and go from there. Yeah, it's kind of, for me, would be extremely interesting experience, and just to see how is it now, and I guess it would raise a lot of memories in my mind. I would say I never took chess or at least my chess career as a mission or something. I mean, I would have been extremely happy and satisfied even if I wouldn't have become world champion. So I just liked it. I tried to do my best. That was always my attitude in chess. Try to do my best and let's see what happens. And I always thought, and actually even a few years before my retirement, I said that I'm going to play until the moment when I feel I'm not really, I'm not motivated, you know, it's, I'm not giving what I should give, in my opinion, you know, when I play chess. And then last year, actually after Berlin Candidates Tournament in 2018, where I really gave, you know, a lot on the chessboard and played a lot of exciting games. It was quite a performance, and actually that was a turning point. After this tournament, I felt like I have nothing left. Now, this is important to know, because those of you guys who are new or aren't familiar with this candidates tournament, basically Vladimir Kramnik in 2018 in the FIDE candidates tournament in Berlin, he tried to pull a Nepo. He basically, I think he won something like 4 games. I think he lost 4 games. Like, he won a bunch, lost a bunch. And so he did his best impersonation of the Nepo ding match that's going on right now.
Nothing anymore to give to chess. I don't know how to explain it. It's a kind of feeling that I felt empty after that. So I still played a few more tournaments, and the feeling was still there and growing. And one day I decided, okay, yeah, I just finished the contract which I've signed already. So that was the last tournament of Vaikanze, so I was not signing anything else. And yeah, decided that, okay, if I don't really feel like it's part of my life, yeah, I stopped feeling that it's an important part of my life, and then you shouldn't play chess professionally.
Exactly. And Kramnik hits upon the most important point, by the way, when you're playing chess, which is that if you do not enjoy chess, if you're not enjoying it, that is the time that you should not be playing. And that is exactly why in 2019 I retired from the game of chess. I retired from chess to become a streamer, and it's all been working out really well. Now, since I became a streamer, obviously I found the love for chess again, which is why I do play still. So let's keep going.
And I believe, yeah, it doesn't make sense anymore. It depends on the tournament, depends on the day, depends on my mood, yeah. So, but I would say that maybe even more than before, more than when I was playing professional chess, because now I really don't care much about the results. So I mean, of course, I try to do my best. I concentrate during, because then, I mean, if you start to lose or play without concentration, you don't also enjoy it, definitely. So, but frankly, result is really not my priority anymore. And then, obviously, you kind of enjoy it more because you just...
Exactly. And Kramnik also hits on another very important point, where Kramnik says, like, when you don't worry about the result, of course, you actually start to enjoy the game more, which, of course, I can completely relate to. He's 100% spot on. When Kramnik is retired here, he's just playing and lose the game. Obviously, the flags annoy him, but still, you enjoy the game much more when it's not result dependent.
Just you just play in a way as an amateur, yeah, as a fun, yeah. I mean, quite
exactly.
Still quite strong, but fun, yeah, and not a professional chess player. So yeah, I can tell that I enjoy it now more. But again, if I would start to play often, I think, yeah, probably it would this feeling would disappear. So that's why I'm trying really not to play too much.
Exactly. And actually, again, like, it's interesting because I never would have thought that a Kramnik interview would be something where I'm completely agreeing with everything he says, but I completely agree with what he's saying. It's the exact same way. If I actually started going and playing a lot of over-the-board tournaments once again, I would start to hate chess. I would start to hate chess, and it's like, that's why you have to keep it at the absolute minimum to where you enjoy it. It's very, very important to note that. I guess if the speed is too fast, I'll put it back at 1.25, and we'll go from there. But what he's saying, I completely agree with, which is like right now I'm in the sweet spot as well, where like I play enough and I play enough to where I enjoy it. But if I started playing all these over the board tournaments, like month after month after month, I would start to hate chess once again. So let's keep going.
No, I don't really prepare. I mean, I prepare a little bit just to have an idea what am I going to play, maybe to refresh some notes which I still have from my old days. But no, I don't really prepare for tournaments now. That would kill the fun. Yeah, yeah, that would make me a professional chess player, and that is what I want to avoid since for last years. Oh, I do some other things also.
Just to be clear, though, just to be clear about Kramnik, I mean, because he is retired, he is still a freaking boss. He is still an extremely strong player. Like, make no mistake, he is a very, very strong player.
But that's true. I was coaching the Indian kids, and I'm very glad. I mean, it was so obvious first time I met them how talented are they, and I'm very glad to see that they're raising. You know, they're becoming top players already, and they're very, very sympathetic boys actually. So I had a very good time, and it's a pleasure to work with somebody so talented. Yeah, because otherwise, you know, you don't need somebody of my experience. I mean, somebody else can help than me. But for this kind of kids whose talent is on the level of the, you know, best players of my generation, and then. I mean, I can.
So also, someone asked a question that says, Kramnik still 2,700 strength. If Kramnik played, he would still be well over 2,700. I don't know if he would be higher than like 2,720 or so, but he would definitely be over 2,700. He would still be very, very strong.
Add maybe a little bit something. No, I'm not going to make them world champions. You know, no. I mean, nobody can. Actually, because it's only you who is doing the job, but somebody on your way can help you a bit, and I hope I did a little bit. I can still maybe help a bit in future, because I like to see first of all very nice human, very nice boys, and also such a big talent and dedicated. I mean, they're really dedicated to chess. I felt when I was working with them that they are ready to work 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. That is also very nice. So that was very pleasant experience, and I'm following them, and I'm ready always to give advices to them and wish them the very, very best. I also worked with some other chess players, also quite talented, I would say. Namely, well, I think it's already well known. I mean, we were not my pupil, so to say, didn't want to make it open for some time, but now everybody knows that I was working for quite a while with Alireza Firuja, also. Also extremely talented boy, and also, well, maybe potentially a future world champion. So concerning the AI part, yeah, I'm still actually working with DeepMind. In fact, today we have a certain conversation about the prolongation of our work, already on something a little bit different than what you've mentioned. But yeah, at some point we got an idea to make to see how it will work if you can make small adjustments to the chess rules. Very minor. I mean, my idea was, you know, it's a very delicate matter that when it's chess, or after some adjustment, it already becomes a game which reminds chess. Yeah. So my idea was that the core of the game is still the same. That's why the main the concept was a thing which we didn't want to touch is the starting position. So the starting position is exactly like it is. All pieces are moving exactly the same way. I mean, even though in some variations we also try to experiment with this, but yeah, just to give a few variations to see, because you know the game of chess, the rules which are existing now, yeah, they're only for last 2-3 centuries. So the rules were always getting adjusted.
Only for the last 2 centuries. Only for the last 2 centuries.
So like 10 centuries ago, chess was already known, but it was played by different rules. So slowly we get there. So and then now using the artificial intelligence, the AlphaZero, and the team of DeepMind, which is one of the major, you know, team companies in the field of artificial intelligence. So we tried to use the help of machine, so to say, to check how the chess would look like if you adjust a bit the rules, and we made quite some work. Actually, we tried, I think, 9 different variations. You can make another 10 or 20 if you want. And frankly, I would say at least 3 or 4 I find actually more entertaining than the chess as it is now. I mean, because the engine, the AlphaZero, the famous artificial intelligence engine, was playing a lot of game, analyzing those variations. Then I would go through the games and I would have a look how the game develops. And also we were doing a lot of statistics, how statistically it works. Actually, all of those variations.
So basically, what Kramnik is saying here is he's saying there are going to be some upgrades to the game pretty soon. There are going to be some upgrades, and probably the rules will be changing. There will be some patches, you know, new notes that we'll all need to study.
Were very close to chess by statistics, so it doesn't change the equilibrium of the game. And some variations are just amazing. I really believe they're more entertaining, more interesting than the chess we play now. But okay, it's,
well,
I mean, I don't insist on anything. So for me, I like the idea because of several reasons, which probably would, I mean, I gave some interviews already on this, but probably it would be a bit too long to explain here. But I like the idea, so we did the work, we presented it to the world of chess, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Well, we organize, I mean, there is a tournament in Dortmund. I'm going to play this year also in June. It's organized with one of the variations of this chess. Actually, I think everybody is playing, enjoying. There was Swiss Anand playing this year.
Is it no castles?
Me, Fabiano Caruana also. So let's see, like Fischer random chess. Yeah, actually Fischer invented it like 30 years ago or more I think, and 40 years ago. But now it suddenly becomes popular. Yeah, so I mean, I just gave something. Okay, I really believe that it's a very, very interesting thing. There are a lot of very interesting variations of chess, but yeah, if somebody wants to play it, yes. If not, not. It's. I mean, I'm not going to advocate, you know, radically for that. And also one very important point that, of course, I'm not. My idea is not to dismiss classical chess as we know. I mean, it has a full right of existence. So just give a certain different options.
Interesting.
But there are some reasons. I will not go too deep into it. But there are reasons why I thought it was well, a good thing to do is to give people a few options other than chess.
He just dismissed classical chess as we know it, not quite.
I like it more now. I mean, we just didn't have this technology at that time. I mean, or at least it was, again, Fischer was, of course, inventing lots of things. And also, I think it was Bronstein and Fischer, the two people who invented this idea of adding some time per move. No, I think to me it makes it more interesting even. I mean, because anyway, it's exciting. For me, even if I play a Blitz game 3 minutes, it's still chess. Yeah, I want to win a game, not on time, but by position, yeah, just to play better than my opponent. So this increment gives you opportunity to realize your advantage, you know, when you already have a winning position, that you don't lose on time. Yeah, so I think it just makes it richer even. Yeah, so there is more chess content in the game, because otherwise, of course, I understand when there is a tie break. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, somebody has to win to lose. But otherwise, at some point, from some point on in the game, actually, you only think about how quickly to make a move, any move basically. Yeah, and like this, you can still to the last move of the game, you can still play chess. Yeah, so that is what I like. I like chess as a game, not only as a tool of success. Yeah, so more pure chess content, better it is. So I believe, but I think it was equally exciting. So I don't think there is any difference.
Yeah, we know why.
Yeah, we know why. I mean, you're living in the moment. Yeah, so of course I know that I understand chess much better now than at that time. Definitely. If now, my understanding now and my abilities of calculation, energy and so on at that time, yeah, I think it would be a very, very serious force. It was anyway, but of course, yeah, I would... I mean, there are certain things in chess and
this is a great spot where I'll pause the video for a second and say something. So this is where, like, if I could go back to the player that I am today with the knowledge I have back about 4 or 5 years without like the mental block that I had when I was playing against like Magnus Carlsen, for example, I would be a much better player. But the problem is in time, you can't really go back and change things. So it's like, that's why even for me, I don't really like, it's what it is. Like, you're always going to have more knowledge, but somehow you wish you had that knowledge like years ago versus the present moment.
Which I was not aware of, which I know now. But well, of course,
just invent a time
machine.
To myself, yeah, it's hard to invent a time machine.
It's normal, yeah. I mean, you just cannot have this experience and this understanding of certain chess positions and also psychology of chess when you're so young. So, but when you already have it, then you
it is what it is,
so well,
yeah.
Because you are lacking energy, motivation, etc. It's a usual story, yes. So no advices. I mean, no regrets, no advices. I mean, I was at his school, at Kasparov Botvinnik school as a kid. There were many chess schools in Soviet Union, where I was born, and Kasparov, Botvinnik, of course, such two big names. Kasparov just became world champion at that time, and Botvinnik is Botvinnik. So this school was supposed to be the best, the most prestigious, and so on. So I was very surprised. You know, I mean, all my chess career, frankly, I was surprised. I mean, it was like a fairy tale, so some things were happening I didn't expect those things, even to become world champion. I didn't expect I would be world champion, but it happened. And the same story was going there. So I was invited all of a sudden. I was a provincial boy, not very well known. I was invited. They liked my game.
Let me speed it up.
And the same story was, suddenly, okay, I was a good player, talented young player, not the only one in Soviet Union. But then I started to get winning tournaments, rating is raising. I don't know why. I just play, was not really thinking about anything. I was not too concentrated on achieving some ratings, but it was just coming. And then I had a very good period. Yeah, the point, of course, I already played well, and actually, I was already in top 30 in the world. But at that time, there were not so many tournaments, so I didn't have a chance actually to get my norm simply. Yeah, it's obvious I was already playing at Grandmaster level, but I just didn't get the chance. And still, even international master, I just didn't have tournaments. So played inside Soviet Union most of the time, but then...
Okay, yeah, this is a little bit too boring for me. I don't exactly know where this is going. So let's move on to another video that we have, which this is a...
Alexander, was there any point in the game
This is a video apparently of my interview, or my interview against playing Grischuk. Let me get the game as well, so that I don't so that I have a game board that I can put up for you guys as well. So give me 1 second. So we have this as well. 1 second. Let me load the PGN. There we go. All right, refresh. There we go. All right. So let me pull this up here, and let's listen to this interview. Okay, what is this? This should be right here. Okay.
Alexander, was there any point in the game where you think you could have pressed a bit more to try and achieve some winning chances in this game with white?
First of all, what is with this hair? This hair is disgusting. What is this hair? Disgusting.
Okay, I think it was very logical until knight take b7, because apart from knight g5, knight e4, I have only another idea, which is bishop e1 and then knight a4.
So they're talking about knight takes b7. So let me get the position, which position they're talking about. They're talking about a position. They said knight takes b7. Yeah, they're talking about this critical position. I'll change the scene, of course. They're talking, or wait, why is it off? Let me adjust the board. 1 second. Let me adjust the board so you guys can see this more precisely. For whatever reason, it's off, but that's just how it goes. Second. Yeah, so the position that they're talking about, or that Grischuk's talking about, is right here. And he's talking about this position. I believe he's talking about knight takes b7, if I'm not mistaken. Well, let me go back to the video. Let's listen in what he's saying exactly.
For knight c5, but it doesn't work because of bishop f1, rook d8. Knight.
Wait, let me go back. Wait.
I have only another idea, which is bishop e1 and then knight a4, knight c5, but it doesn't work because of bishop f1, rook d8, knight a4, knight d4, and I think it's just a draw.
Yeah, so he's talking about this position. I think right here he's saying there's this move bishop to e1, maybe he was saying, or was he talking later? Let me see which position he's talking about. He said knight d4, right? He said knight d4. Which position is he talking about specifically? I mean, I think he's talking about this position, maybe somewhere around here. No, I think he's saying knight a4, rook d8, bishop e1, and then like knight d4. Knight d4. This is the line he's talking about. Yeah, he's talking about this one. He's talking about bishop e1, knight d4, takes, or something very similar to this. Where white wants to go knight a4, knight c5. That's what he's talking about in this position. Knight a4, knight c5, and I'm obviously calculating the line in my head.
Immediately. So okay, I had to play knight g5. Then okay, I didn't expect knight e7, but I guess it's a fine move. And then yeah, it's a critical moment. I had a bad feeling about taking on b7. I felt something is wrong, but okay, I could not see. I was really calculating really deeply the line. Bishop e4, rook take e7, bishop c2, rook c1, rook d2, bishop f3. Now black.
Yeah, so the line that he's talking about is he's talking about this specific position. He's saying so after knight g5 is played in the game, knight e7 was a move that surprised him a little bit. We get to this position right here. He's saying knight takes b7. He had a bad feeling about it, but it is what it is. And he was saying after what did he say again? Let me go back 1 second. What did he say? Let me listen in.
See, I was really calculating really deeply the line bishop e4, rook take e7, bishop c2, rook c1, rook d2, bishop f3. Now black has bishop
c5,
or no, let's say rook d8, rook take a7, bishop e4, and now I thought that h4 is a very strong move with the idea of taking on f3, taking on b2, rook c7.
Rook c7.
Okay, so
Yeah, he thought he was winning. Yeah, so the line that he's talking about is this very specific position. He's talking about this position where he's saying that he was calculating bishop e4, rook takes e7, bishop c2, rook c1, rook takes d2, bishop f3. Now, black's up a bishop here, but the rook on a8 and the bishop on a7 are kind of weak. And if I play rook a d8, rook a7, bishop e4, if white takes, there's a classic ice skater on the back rank, obviously. And after h4 takes rook b2, you do not play rook takes a6 here, but you actually go rook c to c7 with the classic double stack on the 7th rank, and white is close to winning here. So this is what he's saying. This is exactly what he's saying. So back to the interview.
Chances, and yeah, this bishop c6, bishop b6. Yeah, black. I cannot play the move which I would like to play, which is bishop c3 or bishop b4, because black exchanges on d1
and goes bishop d8.
Bishop d8.
Bishop d8. Yep.
So I had to make some move, preparing either rook c1 or bishop f3. And actually after king f1, I thought I have a very fine position, but I totally missed a5. And after that, actually, I'm quite lucky to have this rook c1, because otherwise, yeah, I could be just dead lost. Because I thought I prepared bishop f3 and I'm very safe, but then somehow he just takes, plays rook a b8, and there is no defense against king f8, and I'm not...
Exactly. So what he's saying here about the position is he's basically saying that in this position, after bishop c6 and bishop b6, it's very scary here because it looks like there's bishop c5, king f8, so he goes king f1, and the point is if I play king f8 to trap the rook, white has bishop b4 here. Now apparently black is still okay, but when I play a5 here, there's no bishop b4, so if you go like bishop f3, I can just trade the bishops, go rook a b8 here, and the problem is my next move is king f8. The rook has no squares on the 7th rank here. Every single square is covered, so you go like, you can't move the bishop because you hang the rook. You move the king, I go king f8, and suddenly you go here, oops, you lose the rook, oops, you lose the rook, you can't go to these two, you also can't go here, you can't go here, and so the pawn at a5 stops bishop b4, and so then he's saying he's very lucky here that he has this rook c1 move, because otherwise he's just losing the game.
Losing an exchange, I'm losing the whole rook for one pawn maybe, and yeah, so it was quite lucky.
So he's saying he was quite lucky to save the draw there. Yeah, so that's the line that I was calculating in my head. Exactly.